Hi, hey everybody. Glasses, good. Okay. Whew, what a day. Wow. All right. What a week. What a day. Love my job. Love my shop. It's been wild. Wow. More and more makeup than usual. I've got circles like down to here. It's like, it ain't pretty. I'm hoping the light is being kind to me on your screens at home. Look a little overlit here from where I'm sitting. Anywho, what's going on? Everybody to sign in and join up, and we'll get going on some pretty crazy topics. Let's see. Yeah, it has been an insane week. Craziness. The Capricorns keep coming. They just keep coming. Joined by the Aquarians, the Leos, and the Aries this week. Big Aries week. So yeah. Wow. The Aries, when the Aries show up, you know you got, because when Aries are broken, it's sad. They're the babies of the zodiac, Aries. They put on a really good front, but they are really soft-hearted people, and they are so brave, and they help everyone. And when they get screwed over, which brings me to this whole empath narcissist thing we're going to talk about later, when an Aries gets dicked over, screwed over, it's just sad. You just sit there and you want to cry with them. It's just, yeah. I had some weepy Aries this week. I wasn't happy. Okay, why is no one here? Probably because I started late, right? Go ahead, you can say it. I started late, so everyone's not sure what I'm doing. I'm guessing you're there. I am the most technologically impaired human being on the planet, one of them. I can run any software program. You put me in front of a keyboard and I can figure anything out. But how it actually works, I mean, elves running on magic wheels could be running this computer. I have no clue how the magic happens. Okay, guys, where are you? Okay, we're gonna hang on here. Usually everything just like literally like 50 names pop up at once. Here, I'm seeing you guys. There you are. Well, this is weird because you're not showing up on the feed. Why is that? You're all signaling. That's strange, huh? Nope. Okay. Well, I guess I'll talk and eventually you'll show up. Hi. Wait, someone's messaging me on my phone. Probably tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay. All right. Well, everyone's saying hi and no one is showing up on the feed. So if you want to message me privately, I'll see what I. Oh, there's your faces. Look at your faces. Maybe you're not big enough to do. No, you are. You are. Okay. Ah, that's doing more weird stuff. Okay, well, you're all there. I'm gonna keep talking, and if you want to, someone who knows me and wants to message me, let me know what I'm doing wrong here, because no one's on the feed. Okay, so this week, yes, the Aries were coming in. Yes, people were getting crushed. Pluto went direct a couple weeks ago, and the shit has just been hitting the fan. Relationships, jobs, things at home, people falling apart, or falling back together again. It's been a wild thing, but people are walking away from shit. They are just walking away from things they can't fix. They can't make it better. Bye-bye. I'm done. And that's what Pluto does. Pluto is an icy little ball of coldness that says, what are you doing? The fuck you doing? You know? Ruler of Scorpio. Who hasn't a Scorpio say that to them? The fuck you doing? Just like that. And you go, I don't know, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know. You know? And you think about it. And you ask yourself, is this worth my time? Is this something I should be spending my time on? Is this a person who's benefiting me in any way? How is my life better doing what I'm doing in this job, in this place, in this situation? And we make changes. Pluto is like push, you just shove, like, hey, wake up, stupid. Seriously. Pluto is like your friendly neighborhood Italian friend who won't take any shit. Okay, my dog is being an idiot. All right. So I posted something a few days ago about empaths and narcissists and how they find each other. And there were people writing, oh my God, story of my life, story of my life. Well, that's not good. If it's the story of your life, that's not good. If all you've been attracting is narcissistic type people, that's not good. Let's talk a little bit about what those two things are, narcissist and empath. We'll start with empath. I really wish my feed would light up here. I really would like to know what's going on here. This is making me crazy. And I know it's because something hasn't been deployed correctly. Come on, you guys, you're not that. Message me. What am I doing wrong? All right. Well, okay, fine. I'm sure it'll sort itself out somehow. How weird is this? There's literally nothing on the feed. All right. Maybe, oh, wait, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to try Facebook on my phone and see what's going on. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm gonna start talking. I just wanted to see what is going on here. So I'm live now. Here I am. Okay, here's my comments. You're all signaling. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's going on. All right. Okay, you're here. That's good. Okay, we're gonna start with empath. So hasn't happened recently, but it happens so many times a month. People will come in and they'll be, guess what? Guess what? I found out. I know what I am. And I'm like, excellent. What are you? You know? I am an empath. You know? And I'm like, that's good. That's good. Yeah, someone here is just texting me to let me know what I'm doing wrong. Try to reboot. Nah, I don't want to reboot. I did that last time. That just sucks. You know what? I can see you on my phone if I want to. If you have any big questions, I'll get to them. So basically, people are going for readings and hearing about their empath abilities. And the truth is, 95% of the population have empathy. That's the ability to sense what another person is feeling. It's also what keeps us from doing terrible things because we wouldn't want it being done to us, because we could imagine it being done to us. We wouldn't do it because it would suck if someone did that to us. That's empathy. That's also when your friend comes up and says to you, or even someone you meet on the street, you know, hi, how you doing? I'm okay. And you're like, yeah, no, you're not. No, I can, you're not okay. You know, stop smiling. What's going on? And then if you are particularly intuitively empathic, you might say, ooh, somebody is sick, or wow, I feel like you've had a big loss. What are you worried about? You seem very worried to me. And those are great qualities to have. We use them with our children and in our relationships and in our work relationships, and they're valuable. I got to tell you, though, empathy there's not a superpower. It's never going to get you, you're not going to be an Avenger, sit at the table of friends, the super Avenger of empathy. Empathy. There you go. Wow, I'm tired. I told you I was tired. It's a lovely quality until it stops letting you have a good quality of life. When you are so sensitive to the feelings and emotions around you that you can no longer enjoy a trip to the grocery store or going out in a group. Now, many people struggle with that, but there's ways to deal with it without becoming housebound and agoraphobic. It is really important that we do not absorb the emotions of others, that we know our boundaries. Boundaries are key. I'm going to talk more about those in a minute, that this doesn't belong to us. So when you find yourself overwhelmed with sadness, overwhelmed with heartache, overwhelmed with dread, what are your surroundings? Who are you near? Many people experience this going into Walmart. They cannot go into Walmart. They're getting headaches and sad and achy and feeling broken. And the simple reason is a lot of the stuff made in Walmart is made under terrible, terrible working conditions. My ex-husband's boss a few years ago had a chance to visit China. And while he was there and he came back, he was being asked, like, what was it like in China? And he's like, well, not what you would think. It's very clean. Everyone's very respectful. They're very friendly. Yes, there are police like on the corners, but they're not obtrusive. It's actually very nice. But there was one thing that struck him very hard. While he was there, he was, on the streets, and he looked up, and there was this big skyscraper, and they were putting nets around the building, big nets all around. And he said, what's up with the nets? Well, the way it works in China, those big buildings are factory housing. So you're on 12 hours, you're off 12 hours, but you never leave the building. Everything you need is in the building. And people go crazy to jump out the windows. It's so common that they put nets up because people just lose it. The working conditions are crushing. And that is in the stuff that you're buying. That's permeates the very energy of any place that has these goods. So there's a reason that you're feeling it. It's very real. But you need to know that it's not yours. That feeling of dread, that oppression doesn't belong to you. There's a few things you can do. One is to, first of all, again, recognize, establish boundaries. Ask yourself, whoa, why am I feeling this way? Covering your heart chakra. Right where you would pledge allegiance, this space, this is the heart chakra. A stone, if you're Christian, a cross, a symbol of protection, an ohm, a pentacle, of course. Right here, you can put a little protection oil over your heart chakra, but this is where you take your psychic hits, right here. And actually the heart chakra opens here and right between your shoulder blades. It opens front and back. Your chakras are in your core, and they open front and back. When someone stabs you in the back, the reason that hurts so much is they are literally stabbing you in your heart chakra. So that's an empath. And we call people super empaths when they actually, again, take on these emotions. They feel it the same way you would feel it. And that's what we don't want. I always say, and then even reading people, I sit in readings all day long. I mean, I would be a blubbering mess if I did that. But you do tap into the energy, but you tap it, like literally tap. It's like testing spaghetti. When you got a pot of spaghetti boiling, do you plunge your whole hand in the pot and grab a chunk of spaghetti? And no. You take a fork and you tease out one little strand and you blow on it and you test it, right? Same thing. If you want to tap into the emotional welfare of someone that you're sitting with, you literally tap. You don't have to immerse yourself in that misery. And you can help them just fine. It's the difference between taking a sip of wine and drinking a bottle of wine, right? Okay, that's empathy. That's being an empath. And again, 95% of us, all human beings, have empathy. Now let's talk about narcissism or a narcissist. Narcissism is, of course, when you put your feelings, your desires ahead of other people's. You are more important than anyone else. That is that is narcissism. But to be a narcissist is an actual personality disorder under the heading of psychopath and sociopath. It's not a joke. And it only affects a true narcissist. That's roughly 5 to 7% of the population. It's when a person has an inflated sense of self-importance, an excessive need for admiration, a disregard for the feelings of others, an inability to handle criticism, and a heightened sense of entitlement. It is true that while there are female narcissists, it does affect men more than women. There are more male narcissists than female. Oh, but I want to tell you, and I was going to post this, it's not the best movie in the world, but it is the best illustration of a female narcissist. It's a movie that Helen Hunt was in, and I believe it was called All of Me back in 1992. She played she didn't play the narcissist. She played the very nice person who had to deal with the fallout of a narcissist and watch a narcissist do her work to an otherwise nice guy. So if you want to watch a movie that is illustrates the female narcissist pretty darn well, it's All of Me, Helen Hunt, 1992. I was going to put it up in the this post. It's not a great movie, but it is great for that. The acting is not the best acting in the world. It's not terrible. It's a movie that wouldn't be a bad movie to watch with kids. God, Eddie Murphy. What was it? Boomerang with Vanessa Williams. That's another one where a woman plays a very good portrayal of a narcissist as well. A little bit of a narcissistic man too. Kind of gets what he gets there. We don't really feel too sorry for him in that movie, but Boomerang with Eddie Murphy and Vanessa Williams, and this movie with Helen Hunt. So if you want to see about the female narcissist at work, and they're out there, and women will tell you they've got friends that you don't forget that. You don't forget when you meet up with a narcissist, a real narcissist, you don't walk away clean. They leave their mark. So I want to say, before I talk about dealing with these people, how to deal with them, how can you tell if I'm a narcissist? The telltale signs of narcissism are you feel superior to others, you constantly need attention, you constantly look for outside validation, you take perfectionism to a whole new level, you feel the need to shame others, you don't accept your failures or your role in them, and you ignore people's boundaries. So as you can see, the constant need for attention, taking perfectionism to a whole new level. Well, hello, Virgo, but does that mean Virgos are narcissists? No, it does not. I'm not picking on the Virgos either. Hello, Leo, constantly needing attention. Well, most Leos do want attention. Most people want attention. That doesn't make you a narcissist. But the ignoring of people's boundaries, the unwillingness to accept, and in fact, seeing that as a challenge. So no means no except for me, of course. That's what makes you a narcissist. And these people have no boundaries. These are people who will sit up all night long, for night after night, to find some devious way to get back at someone who maybe snubbed them in a business meeting, or told a joke they didn't think was funny that they thought targeted them, or maybe they laughed at them and in a innocent kind of way, and that's it. And they'll find a way to somehow get their car towed. These are people who will find a way to get you fired from your job for that infraction. And the thing is that the worst of the narcissists seem to always find the best of the empaths. Why is that? Okay, let me explain. It's because empaths who are so kind know that no one is perfect. And the worst of the narcissists are some of the most charismatic people you will ever know. They know they can't come out and be mean to you when they first meet you. You'd walk away. If they did some of the terrible things that they're already planning to do to you, right away, you'd walk away. They lure you in. They have a hook. And when you're hooked and you can't get away, that's when the tables turn. That's when they work hard to make you seem crazy. That's when they work hard, they go into overdrive to break your boundaries, to take anything they want from you, and lie and cheat and steal. And I can tell you the stories I've heard of people having family jewelry, very valuable jewelry, taken and stolen and sold and pawned, and cars taken and ruined, and lives trashed. People flee these situations. So how do you avoid them? How do you find a way to not deal with them? And the secret is boundaries. And the reason why I want to talk about this week is because I had a reading, a really good reading with someone early in the week who had a 5-year relationship with a narcissist. And it almost killed her to break away. And she and I were talking for a while about this. And what it did was she had to just completely reinforce all of her boundaries. And boundaries are the key. Too many empathic people, too many spiritual people, too many kind people do not have proper boundaries. We make excuses. Oh, they were having a bad day. Oh, you know, they're really worried at work, so I won't bother them with that, or I don't want to bring it up again, or I don't want to set them off, and there it goes. It snowballs. And the people who manage to be empathic and kind and spiritual and healthy are the people who have boundaries, who when someone one time crosses that boundary, they say, I'm good, and we're done. Okay? I'm good, and we're done. And I'll tell you another thing that surprises me in my readings. And I've after 12 years of doing this professionally, and never mind all the years before that, this is before I opened the shop that I was reading, I'm surprised at how many people do not know how to end a relationship properly. I am staggered by how many people don't know how to end a relationship properly. How many people want the other person to end it. And no one has ever broken up with me. I have always ended the relationships. I always knew when it was coming to its natural end, and I'm not one to circle the drain. I will pull the plug. It's not going to get better. This is why I script how to end a reading in my newsletter every month. Don't circle the drain. If it's not working, it's not working. End it right now. You're in a restaurant, have a few bites of food, send it back if it's not good. Don't wait. Don't delay. If a relationship isn't working, end it. And the only reason you need to end a relationship is that you're not happy. That's the only reason you need it for anything you want to do, is you're not happy. Now, many people stay in bad relationships because of children. And having been in therapy myself, I can tell you that that's a perfectly acceptable reason to stay. I have children that need to be taken care of. That doesn't mean you can't be planning what you'll be doing when those kids get into school. That doesn't mean you can't be thinking about going back to school yourself, or how you can support yourself, what you need to do. And of course, whenever there's violence, whenever there's physical violence, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, it's always acceptable to call 911. Here in Connecticut, 211, the former info line, the umbrella agency, they all have emergency shelters. You can always get out. But there is something you have to say. You have to say, I am in fear for my life. They have to hear those words. Once they hear those words, they're going to say to you, are you prepared to leave now? And the answer has to be yes. Yes, I am. If you say no, they're going to say, call us back when you are, and hang up the phone. They're not going to debate this with you. They're not going to discuss it with you. So if you're in a relationship where someone is absolutely destructive, and I'm happy to say that I have twice helped women who had no money get divorced and get out of bad marriages. You don't need a lawyer. You don't need a lawyer to get divorced. You do not need a lawyer. Go to your local superior court, ask for the do-it-yourself divorce kit. They have them. If not, ask for the paperwork. It costs roughly $300 to $400 to get divorced in Connecticut without a lawyer. If you need to take the child care class, which is mandatory, which if you don't have the money for, the state will pay for it. But it roughly costs $300 to get divorced. The average divorce with a lawyer is $12,000. The retainer fee now, I believe on average, is $3,000. That's before they even talk to you. $3,000 you're handing over. And that just starts it off. The average divorce in Connecticut runs $13,000. You do not need a lawyer unless you have property and assets that have to be divided and you're not in agreement. If it's just about the kids and you rent and there's no money, you don't need a lawyer. In fact, they're kind of a waste of money because the family court is going to set up your child visitation and alimony and child support and all of that. That's all going to be decided in court. Just file the papers, have the person served, and move forward. If you're not married and you're trying to break out of a relationship, though, all you need to say and practice it in front of a mirror is, I'm not happy anymore. I no longer want to be with you. I'm out of this relationship. And leave. Block them on the phone. I can't believe how many people have sat with me and said, this person won't quit calling me. This person won't leave me alone. I'm like, are they blocked on your phone? It's like, well, are they blocked on your phone? Why are they still able to get at you? No one should be able to get at you. Block them on your phone. Block them on Messenger. Get them off your Facebook. Block, and be done. Stop talking. That's the first thing a therapist is going to tell you. Stop talking. And if you have kids, and again, there's two separate situations. One is there's children involved, and one is there's not. If there's no kids involved, get the hell out and don't look back. And this has just been coming up more and more and more. It also comes up in work. What do you do when you work with a narcissist? What do you do when you work with someone who is endlessly causing problems, endlessly making up stories, trying to get people fired, and they enjoy this? See, a narcissist enjoys that. It's a power thing. And the reason why you don't understand it, the reason why I don't understand it. I would never want to get someone fired. In fact, when I worked for the state, there were big layoffs happening. I was safe because I was a protected employee of the state. But I called the union rep and said, I don't want a raise. Just don't let anyone get laid off. Don't let that happen. And, I was told that was very dangerous thinking. And, I'm like, it's not dangerous thinking. There's no jobs out there. I would never want to see someone get fired. And I would never want to be the one responsible for that unless they were coming at me or the people in my group or people I knew and were dangerous. And that does happen. What the heck is him? My screen. Now, how do you handle someone like that? What do you do when you have a narcissist in the group, whether it's a social group or it's a work situation? There's a few things you can do. One is you can freeze them out. You simply freeze them out. You smile, you nod, you give one-word answers, but always smile. Always smile. And do not engage. Simply do not engage. Remind yourself that you don't go home with them, that you don't have to cook for them, that you don't sleep with them, that at the end of the day, they go into whatever hellhole they came out of, and you go home. So that's one thing to do. I did not even bring here to show you. Something I sell is a mirror reversible kit. And that's literally you put someone in a mirror. You bind them with black cord. It works. It is a revealing thing, a revealing magic. And I love mirrors. I use mirrors in a lot of applications. But you literally bind them into a mirror. And what I have found, usually within a matter of 3 weeks, they reveal themselves. what I like about using mirrors is that there's no karmic attachment to you. That is to say, you're not karmically attached to this because they're in the mirror. In fact, if you're wrong about it, that'll get revealed too. If they were really very nice people and you were just misunderstanding them, that's going to get revealed too. But under no circumstances are you doing anything other than shining a light on them and say, it's showtime. That's all you're doing. So mirrors are always safe to use if you're concerned with that sort of blowback on you. Okay. The other thing you can do, I sell something called Don't Fuck With Me powder. Sounds crazy. I made this up for a client, sweetest man you could imagine. He'd been coming to me for years, very respectfully. I've got something in my eye. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Well, this is fun. Got something in my eyelash. Okay. Contacts. And he had been coming in. He had gotten married. He's just a sweet middle-aged guy, like a big teddy bear. And he came to me one day and he said, "Laura, I need help. I'm really in a bad situation." So what's going on? He goes, "My new boss, they just hired this guy, this young guy out of corporate. He's in." Oh my God, my eye. Shit. Look at that. All right. Well, that's fun. Okay. Anyway, he hates me. Young guy, barely 30 years old. Must have read the Minute Manager or something because he, for some reason, targeted this guy and would like in his face and screaming and spitting and just would lounge by his cubicle and just was making him miserable and nervous, and it was awful and unwarranted. He was doing his job. I said, let me give it some thought, and did some reading, some research, and I came up with this powder, which I tweaked with my own ingredients too. And I said, here, the only thing is you got to get it on him. You've actually got to get this on the person. Get it in your hand and do a little on the shoulder, maybe on the seat of his chair. But it's got to be on them. He goes, I'll get it on him. Don't worry. And came back in 3 weeks later, and this guy who was newly put into a position was taking a transfer other side of the country. I think I've told this story before, but the point is, oh wow, okay, I had a hair in my eye. The point is, you're not helpless. Someone else I'm very close to, working at a hospital, had a nurse who was absolutely out to get her, and to the point that she was coming on a corner once, and she had put all the doctor's orders in row, and saw the nurse, and the nurse was like jumbling them all up, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, I was just putting these in order for you." And she goes, "No, you weren't. You were just messing them all up. What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about." And she stalked off. And she was able to, she would have been in trouble because she literally was rearranging the papers right in front of her face. Hang on, this contact's got to go back in. My eye doctor is appalled that I do that. I've been doing it since I was 16, so anyway, I try to get my eye here focus. This is fun. Why is this happening to me tonight? Okay. Anyway, she also got some powder. Gave her some, a little extra kick. Given that she was a family member. And she just sprinkled a little tiny bit on the keyboard, on the chair, out here and there. Sat down. The woman sat at her station and literally shut all the computers down, the whole floor of the hospital. And within 3 weeks, she took a transfer to another department, other side of the hospital, out of the way. It doesn't cause them harm. It just gets them the hell. Don't fuck with me. Get away from me. Just like that. And it does. They have something else to worry about, something else to think about, and it gets them out of your space. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, do they deserve it? Hell yeah, they deserve it. They really do. No one should be screwing you with you like that. And the empathic people are saying, well, maybe they had a bad childhood, or maybe, think of what someone did to them. No, nope. I had a bad childhood. I left when I was 14. I got bullied all through school. I never brought a gun to school. I never killed anybody. I never behaved like that. Just the opposite. I'm actually kinder to people because of how things happen to me. I actually want to help people who are in bad situations. Most of us do. A lot of us had appalling childhoods that left us feeling more kind and more open and more willing to help. So don't make excuses for shitty behavior. Boundaries, okay? Stop excusing bad behavior. That is, if there's one thing that's going to protect you, it's that. And learn to see red flags. That guy who takes you out to dinner that treats the waitress like crap is going to treat you like crap. Okay? The guy that talks badly about his mother will never treat any female well. That is the hallmark of bad behavior. If someone is bad-mouthing their mother, run. You don't need that. You don't need the kind of therapy that's going to take after you've spent time with somebody who's like that, unless you know their mother is like a drug addict that dragged their kids through, I don't know what, the parks at midnight buying drugs and abuse them. Otherwise, and even then, damage. There's just a lot of damage there. Doesn't make them bad people. It just may be more than you can take on, and that's the way it goes. Those two things, you're just not helpless though, and the bad guys don't get to win. You don't let them win. They don't have to win. You don't have to leave your job. Why should you leave your job? But many empaths lack the desire or the drive to really fight back. And self-defense is a big part of magic. Defensive magic is huge, and many of you are afraid to use it. Many of you are, and when and these people often, you'd say, well, I'll call the police. Well, what about when they are the police? Well, I'll call HR. What if they work in HR? And they usually do. It's so bad. My nose is running now from my eyes running. It's so bad that many big companies actually hire psychics to come in on the big hires, the executive level hires, because they make so much money, but also the potential for damage is such that they have psychics just sit in and watch the interaction, because again, they're very charismatic. They interview really well. They're very engaging. So they have the psychics sit back and just watch the energetic exchange and just say, this doesn't feel right. This person doesn't feel right. That's how pervasive it is. And when you say one bad apple, one of these people will take a whole department down, no problem. Very systematically. All right? Well, I'm going to look on my phone to see comments, to see if there's anything that anyone wants to talk about or discuss. Sorry, I don't know why this is not. Let's talk about or discuss. Oh, good. I can hear myself. Okay, walked out of date because someone. Good for you, Peggy. I don't know why this is not. Let's talk about or discuss. Okay. Talk about or discuss. That's gross. I have an actual delay here. Okay. So that is that. If you need help, if you want to talk about it, I'm available at the shop. I never charge to talk. Message me, private message me, whatever you got to do. I have seen some horrific things in custody battles, and this is where it gets really ugly, and this is where narcissists become dangerous, because the children aren't just about, I want my kids. They are absolute weapons, and they just don't care. And I'll tell you about something that happened once. And the courts now, here in Connecticut, it's a little different situation than the rest of the country. Connecticut has the greatest number of deadbeat dads in the nation. We're number one, So what the courts have done in their infinite wisdom is decide that child support should be a thing of the past. And in most cases, you go 50-50 with the custody. unless the father is absolutely unable and says they're unable, or is a good father and says, no, these children belong with the mother more. The courts are actually making the parents do 50-50 custody, and which is a nightmare most times, and really isn't good for the kids most times. And if you fault that, you can be found guilty of alienating the rights of the father or the affections of the father or the mother, but usually it's the father, and you can lose custody altogether. So as a result, women are terrified and they don't speak up. When they do speak up, they're warned by family court or the mediator or the guardian ad litem. If it goes to that point, and for many of these, it does go to that point where if you keep going, we're going to report you. So I had a case years ago, and the mother was beyond distraught. He was not a good man in the marriage, and of course, mothers will stay married because they'd rather be the punching bag rather than the children be abused. They sacrifice themselves very often. And the divorce occurred. The youngest was 5. And there was one time, and she said, I don't know what to do. Driving away, peeled out, slammed on the brakes. She sees the kid go flying. She ran up to the truck and said, what are you doing? And he said, I told her to put her seatbelt on. That's what she gets. Now she'll do it right. He literally smashed into the dashboard. A few months later, called me and said, it's so bad. I said, what's up? What's going on? The child was brought to Yale after a weekend with the father. The child had been getting quieter and quieter and quieter every other weekend with the father. And the father had brought the child to Yale in a catatonic state. He brought the child to psych. The kid was 6 years old and wasn't speaking. And she said, I know he's doing something to the child. I know it. And if the child doesn't speak, Laura, they're just gonna give her back. And I said, okay. I did some things, and I got a phone call, and the child was just singing like a canary the next day. Thank God. And of course, the father had been abusing her. I'd love to tell you that the father went to prison. He did, and he spent a very short time in jail. Got out, and actually was petitioning for revisitation 3 years later. I think the kid is like 10 now, so he's trying to get back to seeing the kid. And that's our justice system at work. So I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Witchcraft is always the place of last resort. When nothing else works, people turn to magic. They turn to witchcraft to level the playing field, to fight back. And it works. When it works, it works. And I've written enough in my newsletters. I'm not going to keep going on about it. I just want to tell you that you don't have to be victimized, and you can fight back. And it really is okay to fight back. There's no karma to fighting back. How could it be bad to fight back if someone's abusing you? No, there is no just God or goddess that's gonna and it's only the Christian God. Honestly, our gods of the pagan gods are all about fight back. Buddha and even Buddha. I mean, those Buddhist monks had some serious martial arts training. Why do you suppose that was? If you need help, if you need advice, message me. Okay? Don't stay in bad situations. And on that note, I'm going to read some cards. I'm going to quickly look at the phone. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this isn't coming up. There must be a reason, right? Nothing. Nope. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, Patty. Yep, 50-50 in Florida too. Yeah, that's okay. So you guys are discussing amongst yourself. That's good. All right. Hope I covered that really well. I hope I brought my message home. It was a big topic of discussion, and it continues to be a big topic of discussion. But being an empath, being a spiritual person, being kind, being a good human being doesn't mean that you have to be a piñata, doesn't mean that you have to take abuse, doesn't mean that you can't fight back. Be really clear about that. If you need help, China and I are on it. Neither one of us want to see anybody being hurt. Okay. All right, Aries, let's go. Oh, I should probably say that tomorrow is the fair at the shop, and Karn and Gwen will be reading. 2 readers tomorrow. And Karn and Gwen. So Karn is Psi cards, which are kind of a cross between tarot and playing cards. They're from England, and she does mediumship. She's a very talented medium. Gwen does tarot, a whole life reading, and past life memories. She's well trained in past life memories. Excuse me. And actually, someone was in the shop today talking about how much they enjoyed a reading with Gwen. And very often it can tie in relationship loose ends, things that maybe you don't understand why it went wrong. Well, sometimes a past life memory can help. A little different than a regression. It's not a regression. It's her tapping into a past life for you. Okay? All right, Aries, we've got the Page of Swords. We have the Page of Wands reversed, the Moon, the Hierophant, and the Five of Coins. Whew. All right. This is all about work and money, Aries. Moon and the Hierophant. Hidden behavior, workplace. Five of Coins is financial devastation. You need to know what you're doing here. You know, Aries, it may be time to find a new job. The Page of Wands reverse would indicate a lack of forward motion, a lack of promotional opportunities. The Moon and the Hierophant. The Moon, the Hierophant, and the Five of Coins could indicate that the place you're working at, the industry or company you're at, could be going bankrupt, could be closing, could be having layoffs. This speaks to intuition, and it speaks to the Moon speaks to hidden behavior, but you may have signs that things are not going well where you are. Of course, layoffs usually occur right around Christmas. You know, I had a boss at a big company I worked at. I was really young. I was out of the house at 14, so I had a work permit at the age of 10. But I was out of high school working for a big a Fortune 500, and I had a boss, a vice president, big Christian guy. And I remember they did a layoff. And again, people got their pink slips like 2 days before Christmas. And if you think I've got a mouth now, I've learned some self-control. I didn't care, vice president or not. I was livid. And we're saying to him, how can you be a Christian and lay people off 2 days before Christmas? They're not getting a Christmas bonus. They're not getting a Christmas paycheck. They're getting laid off before Christmas. And I remember him saying, because business is business. Yeah. So, anyway, they're not going to tell you. No one tells you. They want you working right up till the final date. No, I talk about narcissistic behavior, sociopathic companies where it's okay to keep you working even though they know they're going to be laying you off. That is extremely sociopathic. But here it is. So my point is this. It may be time to get out of the line of work you're doing. It may be time to look for a new source of income. It may be time to do something more mundane. Okay, and the star is shining on this idea. Okay, so the idea of looking for a new job, the idea of having a revenue source, the moon, the Hierophant, and the Five of Coins. Look at your budget. Look at what you're doing. Page of Swords is communication. Ask if there's any promotional opportunities there where you are. See what they tell you in HR. And I always tell people this anyways. If you're working for a company and you have annual reviews, at the end of the review, you can ask questions too, like, what's my next promotional opportunity? Where's the growth here? You should be asking that question when you're being interviewed, and you should be asking that question during your annual reviews. What's my next growth step? Where can I go next? Find out what kind of training, if there's training, if you need to get another degree, if you need to take a certificate program, what do you need to do to grow? Think like a Capricorn. Where's the growth? How do I move up? Okay, the Emperor reversed. Again, it speaks to the failure of the institution, the failure of the company. So something's letting you down here. Look for another revenue stream. The star is shining on this. This is not, you're not going bankrupt. Let me be very clear. You're not going bankrupt. But it may be, again, I can't keep repeating, Knight of Coins reversed, Knight of Coins, Emperor reversed, Five of Coins. It may be that whatever you're doing to make a living isn't going to generate enough money. You need to look at other ways to make money. And again, the star and the sun, two best cards in the deck. Star is shining on this. So, and the Hierophant speaks to, I'll say, working mundane, working in your field, working a solid job that offers benefits and regular hours. But but wherever you are now, that you may not be making enough money, maybe, and look at your budget, or the place you're working may be going out of business or maybe laying off. So Aries, use your intuition, look around, see what's going on, and proceed accordingly. Now, one more thing, I want to be clear. Aries, it's nothing you're doing personally. You're doing nothing wrong. There's no red flags on you. It's where you're working. It's that's what's at problem. Just be clear. Okay? The Aries were so sensitive this week. I don't want to hurt any more Aries. They were coming in so broken. So sad. Okay, Taurus. Four of Coins, King of Cups reversed, Page of Coins reversed, Death reversed, the Hermit reversed. Wow. Okay. Well, the Four of Coins is asking the question, how do I make money? How do I make more money? The King of Cups reversed is usually a man who's depressed, anxious, possibly an alcoholic. There's some mental issues there, emotional issues there. The Page of Coins reversed. Now, it could be, Taurus, that you are in a situation where there's the head of the household or the man is sick, not working, out of work, Death reversed, Page of Coins reversed. Maybe you're taking care of your father. There's a sense of being very isolated, the Hermit reversed. Oh boy, Death reversed. Might have ended a bad relationship, ended a situation, and now it's like, well, now how do I make money? Now that that's over with, how do I make money? I keep itching my face, guys. My hair is actually, I should tie it back, I suppose, but it's making my nose itch. All right. How do I make money? Ace of Cups. Okay. Judgment. Queen of Wands reversed. Honestly, this is a woman working very, very hard, either because her husband or father can't work. There's been a death, and now she has to take care of the family. Very isolated. But I'm going to say there's love, and there's a sense of now I've got a direction to go in. So if you're leaving with the children because the situation where the father or the husband is unable, or again, depressed, anxious, out of work, death reverse. I mean, these are the King of Cups reverse. I mean, you feel sorry for the guy, you know, you're anxious, you're depressed, why would you leave? Well, the other cards next to it would indicate more of a serious nature. Maybe this person is really ill, hospitalized. It looks like he brought about it on his own, not like it's about abandoning someone who got hurt. It's abandoning someone who won't stop hurting himself. Yeah. And again, it's not about being lazy, because this person's working very, very hard, but leaving and taking what they love with them. And I'm going to say, the card that to me speaks to the male and the female narcissist is the King and Queen of Swords reversed. This isn't that. This is someone, King of Cups reversed, depressed, anxious, possibly drinking, not working, by their own hand, isolating, self-isolating, and saying, I can't keep living like this. I can't keep doing this. And again, it's getting out safely. Yeah, King of Wands reversed. And the Six of Swords. Okay. It also could be, looking at these extra cards, leaving the state, leaving the area. The Six of Swords is a big move. And it very, very, very well may be, you're not happy here, this isn't working here, let's go, let's get out. Okay, Taurus? It may just be we have someone who just either lost their job, cannot function, dealing with oppression, dealing with a real problem, and say, you know what? Let's just get out of Dodge. This isn't working. This isn't ever going to work. Let's go. And again, it's the whole family. It's everyone. Let's just go. But this really is about escape to a better place. These cards speak to, we can't make a living here. This isn't working for us. Let's go. And whether it's the mother taking the children out of a bad situation or the whole family leaving a bad situation, but the key word is leaving. Okay? All right. Gemini. All right, Gemini. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. We have Temperance reversed, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Well, for Gemini, it's really not that difficult. Eight of Cups is usually move. Eight of Cups. Eight of Wands reversed is saying focus on your career, focus on work. Things are out of balance. Ten of Cups is happy home. And the Queen of Cups is mother, wife, moving closer to the mother. Sometimes the mother moving into the house. But it's a happy situation. It's not a bad situation. Moving closer to family. Things out of balance. So it could be moving, moving someplace where it's less expensive so the mother can be home with the kids. Okay, things out of balance, focusing on career. Maybe the mother can work part-time instead of full-time. But it does go back to moving. And it looks like it's moving to make the family happier, moving to be easier on the family. Moving to bring balance back into the family home. Five of Swords reversed, knowing that you need to get help, extra help. Three of Swords reversed, there's anxiety. 10 of Swords, Fool reversed. Okay. I wish it was as easy as okay, we're moving, okay, let's move now. Oh, but there's the Ace of Coins. Okay. Focusing on career to make this move. Focusing on making more money focusing on what you got to do to make this happen for Gemini. It really is about honestly about the mother and home and making things easier and better. And there's the money. How do you make that happen? Okay. Okay. It's Gemini. Cancer. All right, Cancer, we have the Empress, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Queen of Coins, we have the Magician reversed, and the Ten of Wands reversed. Ooh. All right, Cancer. We have the Empress, we have the Queen of Coins, we have the Seven of Swords in the middle. So we have what looks like the boss. The Empress is the matriarch, could be the head of the family. We have the Seven of Swords, which is toxic situation, toxic environment, and we have the Queen of Coins, which I'm going to say is probably Cancer. But I'm seeing problems and probably in the workplace. We have the Magician reversed, and we have the Ten of Wands reversed. The Ten of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. So this is about usurping authority, the Magician reversed. This is about someone usurping your authority, gossip. Nine of Coins, that's good. The World reversed. And the Hangman. So Cancer, this isn't about you quitting your job because you're being usurped. This is about making big changes. I don't see you going anywhere. I'm seeing you, and I'm seeing more money here. I'm seeing Nine of Coins, which is reward, financial rewards. Cancer. And here's Justice. This is where you fight back. The Empress, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Coins. It's a toxic work environment. Take it to HR. Straw that broke the camel's back. Fight back here. I don't see you quitting or needing to quit. Time for some changes to be made. And I got to tell you really quickly, too, there's been a lot of that these past couple weeks. Pluto went direct, and people got revealed. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it in the news and government, but we're also seeing it in our own places of work, where people are getting their just desserts. People that thought they were safe, that they could do whatever they wanted to do. Getting back to the whole narcissistic conversation I had, well, you know what? They're getting caught out. They really are. They're getting sloppy, which they do. You give someone enough rope, they almost always hang themselves. And that's what people are doing. So for you, Cancer, I'm going to say, if you're dealing with a toxic environment, looks to be financially motivated, it looks to be work, could it be home? It could be. It doesn't feel that way. I mean, if you live with a toxic mother or mother-in-law, it could be. It could be. But again, I'm seeing Justice. I'm seeing the Hangman. I'm seeing you winning. If it's a matter of you going to your husband and saying, I can't live with her anymore, figure something out. You're the one who stays. They're the one that goes. If it's I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. That's how this plays out. The person who's not in the wrong is going to be okay in the situation. So if someone is behaving really badly, here's Justice. You know, you're not leaving your own home. You're not leaving your job. But you're going to have to fight back. Like I said, you're going to have to take it to the authorities. You're going to have to take it to someone. Take it to me. I'll help you. I hate bullies. I hate bullies. I've dealt with them all my life in different parts of my life, and they never back down. They never say they're sorry. They never admit they were wrong. I have no sympathy. I choke on a bone and die. I don't care. I don't care. Just get out of my face. So I'm the wrong one. I'm not going to play with you. So, nice side of my personality. Listen. It's what happens. I've seen it too many times, and I've seen it secondhand even more times. I've never heard a story where the big bad bully said, "Oh, I've treated you so badly. I feel so terrible. How can I make this up to you?" It just, what a fairy tale. I've never seen that happen. You have. God bless you. I've never seen it. They say they're sorry only if someone's holding a gun to their head, you know? And they're sorry when they're losing their place to live or they're living in their car. They're sorry. Until then, they're not sorry at all. I always think of that Beyonce song, To the Left, you know? Guys trying, oh, you'll never find one like me. You'll never be with anybody else. Like, oh, you got somebody coming over. Get out. Just like that. Beyonce, she's got boundaries. That's right. Queen Bey. She knows what she's doing. Okay, where am I? I'm at Leo. Okay, Leo. Whew, 3 of coins. Knight of Wands reversed. 6 of Cups. The Chariot. 2 of Cups reversed. Oh, Leo. 3 of coins is celebrating money. Knight of Wands is workaholic. You're working. 6 of Cups, travel, moving. Maybe traveling for business. I don't know. You're moving forward. You are a rocket, Leo. This is work going so well. But we have the 2 of Cups reversed. And that is 2 people who want 2 different things. It could be a friendship. Usually it's a relationship. But this is great work. I got a few Leos that are separating. I've got a few of you out there. Like I said, I saw a lot of Leos this week. Not a great week for Leos in relationships. 2 of Cups reversed. I always say 2 of Cups upright, my favorite relationship card. It's a relationship that comes out of friendship, a friendship that grows into a relationship. But these are beautiful cards. 3 of Coins, Knight of Wands reversed, working hard. It's paying off. 6 of Cups, travel. You know, again, all about career and all about the Chariot, moving forward. All good stuff there. Oh, shit. Okay, 8 of Swords. So the relationship is devastating. The relationship part of it is devastating. You know, I had a reading earlier today, King of Coins. I had a reading earlier today with a young woman. And she'd gone home to her country, and the guy she'd been seeing off and on, had known all her life, but they'd been going together off and on for years, ended it with her. And I threw cards, and I'm like, he doesn't know what he wants. He can't tell you if he'll ever want to get married. She was young, I mean, in her 20s, you know, later 20s, but beautiful girl. I said, but he doesn't know what he wants. He can't tell you he's going to want to marry you in a year or 2. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's all about work. He wants to buy a home. And he can't give you that promise. He can't tell you to wait. He's cut you loose. But that's why. He did you a favor. And all these other things are going great for her. All these other things were going so good. Actually, she was a Leo too. I'm not making that up. She really was. And I'm looking at opportunities at work. I'm looking at all these. And she was like, I'm talking about her mother, her father. She's like, I don't care. I don't care. Tell me more about him. I'm like, there's nothing else to tell you. There's nothing else to say. You know? I can't tell you I see him changing his mind. I can't tell you I see him. He's made up his mind. And he's not doing this. And she was really sad. And so all these good things are happening for you, Leo, but you're just, I'm sorry about the relationship stuff. I'm sorry that that part of your life is a dumpster fire right now. All right, yeah, I know. Four of Cups, what do I do? Nine of Cups reversed, I know hope. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lovers reversed. Oh, Jesus, Leo. Look, you've got to focus on work. Keep yourself busy. Every day gets better. Every day you don't talk to someone that you miss, that you love. Every day gets easier. It's those texts that you were used to getting, those calls that you were getting used to getting, checking in while you were at work, the ride to work, all those things, making dinner together, eating, all the stuff you miss because it became a habit and part of your life, like brushing your teeth. But every day gets easier. And get therapy. Go for therapy. If you can't figure out why, your friends, your family, people that love you, they probably can't be objective enough. So this is a good time to throw yourself into therapy. Because other things in your life are really going well. And this just isn't. Now, does this mean every Leo that is out there that's listening to this is going, oh my God, No, you're not. If your marriage is happy, if your relationship's happy, that doesn't mean you're going to break up, okay? Maybe you know someone going through this, Leo. Maybe this pertains to you in a support way. Like, tell that person to get therapy, not get a reading. I love readings. I do readings. I'm giving a reading right now. But therapy is different. Talking to someone objectively, not to get medicated, but to figure this out. I threw myself in therapy after when I was going through my first divorce. And I didn't even think twice about it. Why did I stay so long? Why did I tolerate these things? How can I make sure I never make these mistakes again? What did I miss? And honestly, anyone looking at my marriage would have been like, what a great marriage. Look at how beautiful your house is. Look where I was in a private community. I was, and I was absolutely miserable. And the therapist was like, here's why you're miserable. I would be miserable too. Anybody would be. And going over it. And that's what therapy does for you, a good therapist. All right, if you need a name, I can help you. Even with Husky, I've got some great people, but all right. Leo, it's just the best of times and the worst of times. And that's how life is sometimes. Okay? All right. It's funny, my own daughter will listen in. Daisy will sometimes listen in, and for Pisces, she's like, were you thinking of me? Because those cards are exactly like what I'm going through. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not, I'm not, the deck's not stacked here. I'm just pulling the cards off. So I'm not, I've got family members of all, and friends of all different signs, and I'm not thinking of each one of you as I'm reading the cards. It's just, this is what the cards mean, and I'm telling you what cards I'm pulling, so you can look these up yourself. If you're, I'm not redefining the cards to fit situations that I know are going on. Virgo, 8 of Coins reversed, the Tower, the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Coins reversed, the 7 of Wands reversed. Okay, Virgo. 8 of Coins reversed is not feeling inspired by your work. You're not enjoying your work, maybe like you used to. The Tower is chaos, chaotic endings. And the 7 of Cups is what do I do here? What do I do with this? Emotionally, what do I want to do? The 6 of Coins is reversed, is saying you got bills to pay. 6 of Coins reversed is like you ain't quitting that job until you got a job lined up because you got bills to pay. 6 of Coins reversed. And the 7 of Wands reversed would indicate that you're not going back to school. I don't see that being something that you can do quickly enough to make a difference here. Okay, you're not going to get a new degree as things are falling apart here. Anxiety, Nine of Swords. Ace of Swords reversed, keeping your mouth shut. Two of Swords, rock in a hard place. So again, work's a dumpster fire, and there you are. You need your job. You need your job even though you're hating your job right now. You're inspired by your job right now. No. Page of Cups. So you got kids, or you've got something that you need to make sure you're providing for. Priestess reversed. What do? Page of Cups, Knight of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune moving forward. Okay. Well, what this usually means for me, rock in a hard place, is you're taking another job, doing what you're doing now because there's no time to go get a degree or a certificate program or whatever certificate or whatever it is you need to change careers. I don't see that being possible right now. So it's taking another job and doing something you don't particularly enjoy doing. Maybe you want to make a change, but again, maybe you're in the middle of training or the middle of school. I had this, oh gosh, with this reading, and I'm like, I know you're in school, but you're working, and I'm seeing opportunities with what you're doing, and be a waitress. I'm like, but actually busing. I'm like, I'm seeing opportunities. What's the next step? Waitressing? Are they going to start training you? Like, well, yeah, they talked about it. I'm like, well, they talked about it. You'll make like 5 times the money. And again, only want to talk about the one thing, but the point is, and also I don't want to be a waitress, but you're already in the restaurant. This is what you do while you're in school. And I've told my kids this, you're working 8 hours a day. It's up to you whether you make $8 or $80 an hour. It's up to you. But if you've got to be there 8 hours, then you may as well make as much money as you can while you're there. So if you got a job you don't like, I get that. You don't like what you do. Well, while you're figuring out what else you can do, while you're getting a degree or education or whatever it is it takes to do something different, make the most money you can while you're there. Yeah. Knight of Swords reversed and the Sun. And just be quiet. The Sun is a great card. Success is there. I'm going to say new job, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, here it is. Moving forward to your benefit. Good luck's coming. Better jobs are coming. But do I see you loving the new job? Probably not. Probably not until the Seven of Swords reverse, until you're done with school, until you know what you want to do. No, if you're going to love it, no. But maybe there won't be some of this mess here. The Tower indicates that the end may be coming. All right, I'm going to look at some comments here on my phone. Oh dear God. Sorry. I'm like, they're all coming in here. Oh dear God. Sorry. I'm like, they're all coming in here. I'm listening to myself. That's so sick. Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Linda. Hey, Mike. Hey, Allie. Okay. Okay. Let's move forward. And we have Libra. I'm looking okay there. Yeah. There's Orlando. All right. Libra. Oh, Libra. Ace of Wands. If ever a card made Libra happy, Ace of Wands, partnership and happy partnership, there it is, Ace of Wands. Four of Wands reversed, Two of Wands, Three of Cups reversed, and the Devil. So, Three of Cups reversed next to the Devil would speak to divorce or divorcing yourself from something very toxic. It also could be someone you love having an addiction issue. The Devil speaks to addictions. The Four of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands. Looks like you're in a job, you're in a profession where the people you work with are just as important as what you do. I'm seeing Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, creative opportunities, solid friendships, solid support. But it's getting the career going that's the issue. The Four of Wands reversed. Maybe success has been a little elusive on top of this toxic breakup. But you've got your friends and people you really care about around you. And I think that's the charm of wherever you're working. Wands are creative endeavors, work, career, and you've got a strong team, it looks like. Probably getting you through some of this other stuff that's gone on in your life, which looks like it's been rough. Looks like you've got away from something toxic, someone toxic. Nine of Wands reversed. But the career part of it, again, the Nine of Wands reversed, the Four of Wands reversed. The celebration of success, the crossing that bridge into the next level, that's not there yet. We have the King of Swords, Five of Wands reversed. Okay. The Queen of Swords reversed. All right, Libra. Well, the King of Swords is strong communication. And it's putting an end to maybe the bickering, the fighting, the same old, going back and forth. Here we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Again, it could be getting away from a female who's very toxic. What I say, the King and Queen of Swords reversed would be the narcissist male and female, and here I've got the Queen of Swords reversed. So it's leaving someone narcissistic behind, or someone very toxic behind. And it could be that, sometimes you have to be a bitch and say, we're done. Stop talking to me, stop calling me, or I'm getting a restraining order. Could be that simple. But I do see, again, with the King of Swords upright and the Five of Wands reversed, it could be calling the police. So the King, because the King of Swords can be military or police, and saying the fighting's over with, this is going to stop now. So maybe you've had to call someone in. But again, there's the friendships and work supports getting you through this. Seven of Coins reversed. So it's really time just to focus on how do you make money, how do you make your career take off. 10 of Coins reversed. Money's got to come into the household. You've got the supports around you, and you've got the creative talent around you, the avenue around you, all open to you. And I think now that this toxic bullshit, whatever this is, whoever this person is, was holding you back, has been removed or is being removed. Now you can focus on where you've got to be. Yeah, it's tough. It looks like it's really tough getting off the ground. And if you've just left a bad, abusive relationship where you weren't able to work, or maybe you couldn't put the hours in you needed to, now you're finding yourself behind the eight ball, running to catch up. Not seeing bankruptcy here, but I am seeing money being really tight, and I'm seeing, yeah. Okay, one more card. Five of Cups reversed. Moving on. You're not crying over spilt milk anymore. You're moving on. So I'm going to say, Libra, that breaking away from anybody who's holding you back, anybody toxic, anyone that's, again, the constant arguing, it's constant arguing and saying, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. It could be a friend. It could be a female friend who just, no, nope. Okay? I feel bad for Libra. Let me just, one more card for Libra. Strength reversed. Okay. The Four of Swords, relief, respite at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're tired. It took a lot out of you, but now you can focus on work. Now you can focus on career. Now you can focus on being creative. Three of Wands, okay? Now you can focus on teaching and learning and everything else creative. Now that you're not worried about that situation, that person, that toxicity has been removed from your life. But you're behind the eight ball. Looks like, again, you're probably out of work for a while, or they had you so distracted you couldn't focus. And now it's time to play catch up quick. Okay, Libra, you're an air sign. You're smart. You're fast. You'll do it. You got this. All right, let me shuffle up and we'll hit Scorpio. You know, I'm never tired until I'm done and then I'm exhausted. A lot of times I turn the computer off and I just fall asleep sitting in the chair. Huh, Orlando, what are you doing? Orlando, what are you doing? Hello? Say hello? 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 Say hi? Pretty bird? Nothing? You're quiet. Quiet in your wisdom. You're not sharing any of your deep thoughts tonight. Okay? Yeah, nothing to say. It's okay, boo. I've been working really long hours in the shop and he's been stuck in his cage too long. And I trimmed his beak and his claws yesterday, so he really isn't too happy about that. He's got wrapped in the towel and got trimmed up there. Like a little velociraptor. They really, his beak gets a little too sharp and it does some damage. Okay. What? Hi. Hello? What? Hello? What's wrong? I didn't hurt you. I just barely took anything off. You okay? Say hi? Hello? That'll work. Okay. Scorpio. And I kept saying that we have a Scorpio full moon. We have a full moon in Aries coming up on Sunday, I believe, right? And it is aspecting Libra in a way that makes partnerships again on the front burner. Who's in, who's out. Aries is aggressive. So look for more of that stuff going on. Whee! Okay. Scorpio. We have the Three of Swords reversed. We have the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have Death reversed. Nine of Coins reversed. Oh, Scorpio. Three of Swords reversed is anxiety. And also for those of you who are learning tarot cards, sword cards are usually, they're problems and illnesses. Sword cards are difficult cards normally. And when you reverse them, it diminishes them. It makes them a little easier to take. So, for example, Three of Swords upright is heartbreak. Okay, it's usually a heart with three swords going through it. But when it's reversed, the Three of Swords is anxiety. So it's better. Okay. The Ten of Swords is Usually as someone laying prostrate with 10 swords in their back. It's literally being weighed down by your troubles, unable to, come up from your troubles. But when it's reversed, the 10 of swords is you've hit the bottom of the barrel and you're on your way up. Which is a good thing, except for here. So we've got the 3 of swords reversed, anxiety. We got the King of swords, strong communication. We have the 10 of swords, not a good card. We have death reversed, 9 of coins reversed. My first thought, Scorpio, is your job secure? Is your job safe? 9 of coins reversed, not a great card. Death reversed, not a great card. So my first thought is, that's my first thought. If you're anxious, Scorpio, if your spider senses are tingling, you may not be off the mark. So there's that. Now, does that mean every single Scorpio is losing their job? No, it does not. Scorpio, does it mean that someone close to you might be losing a job? Does it mean someone close to you might be struggling with the job situation? Yeah, it could. And maybe you're watching it. More detail. The 5 of Wands reversed and the 10 of Coins. So 10 of Coins is good, money going into the household. It also could be, I said strong communication, it could be you have to get another job. You have to get a job. You have to get a job. 5 of Wands. We're not arguing about this. We're not debating this. This is all about money. 10 of Coins. Money to run the household. No one lives for free. I always say that. My kids grew up hearing that too. Nobody lives for free. Death reversed. 9 of Coins reversed. It could be taking any job so you're making money. You can't get a job doing what you want to do, you take any job. There's always work. You could be taking any job just to get money coming in. Now the good news is 10 of Coins is money coming in eventually. But I don't think you enjoy the job you're going to be doing. God, I'm seeing, I don't know why, for some of you, just so you know, I got a picture of a gas pump. I mean, working at a gas station. It could really be taking a job that's way beneath your skill set and way beneath what you should be doing. But you know what? 6 of Wands, there you go, you're working. And you're talking to a girl who's scrubbed toilets in her life. I've cleaned houses. Any work is good work. Any work is noble as long as you earn it honestly. So 6 of Wands has a job coming. You probably aren't going to like it. The person we're talking about probably isn't going to like the job. So what? You take what you can take. You make money. I'm seeing promotional opportunities in the job. So even if it's a bottom level, shit shoveling job, you'll go from shoveling shit to you're washing out the elephant's enclosure. You're not just shoveling the enclosure. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good analogy here, and I'm not. It's like, hey, it's like going from bussing tables to waiting on tables. Starting off at the bottom, working your way up, and getting that bottom level job. All right, that's Scorpio. So my first thought is make sure your job is secure. If not, that's what I'm seeing around you. Okay, Sagittarius. Took me a second to figure that out. Sagittarius. King of Wands reversed. 5 of Cups. Knight of Cups reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. 4 of Cups. I've got Sag. This is all about emotions, except for the first card, which is King of Wands reversed, which is workaholic. Sag is working their asses off. Or someone around Sagittarius is working their asses off. Because Wands is fire. 5 of Cups, crying over spilt milk. Knight of Cups reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. Relationship not working out. I want to say I'd want to say that this was connected to work, but I don't think it is. Cups are emotions. I'm going to say relationship not working out, and Ace of Wands reversed is lack of creative opportunities. Four of Cups, what am I going to do? Now, it could be, because it starts with a work card, it could be crying over spilt milk, stuck in a job you don't like anymore, and there's no opportunities, and what do you do with that? What am I going to do? Because that's Four of Cups. What am I going to do? Emotionally, what am I going to do? It's not for being lazy. I don't know many lazy Sagittarians. A lot of hard work, crying over spilt milk. That's the Five of Cups. Regrets. Sad regrets. Knight of Cups reversed. I mean, hell, Sag, maybe it's lack of relationship and lack of work opportunity. You could be getting hit from both places. I will say I've not seen any Sagittarians in the shop. That hasn't been happening. You guys have been kind of holding your own. Could be you really don't like your job anymore and there's nothing new happening. Knight of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. What do I do? Working hard. What do you do? Knight of Cups reversed. Ooh. Devil reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Well, I'll tell you what, Sag, if you're not careful, you're going to give up hope. Devil reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, Ten of Wands reversed. Straw that broke the camel's back, Devil reversed. I'm leaving. Sag, you're going to do that. Make sure you get a job. Make sure you can pay your bills. Ace of Cups reversed. Six of Coins reversed. You got bills to pay. Don't forget. Eight of Swords. So you're there. You're just there for the paycheck. Eight of Coins reversed. Lack of motivation. Not enjoying your work. And you're stuck there. I'm sorry. This is just repeat. You're stuck in something you don't really enjoy doing. It reads like you just want to get away. You just want to quit, and you can't because you got bills to pay. One more card for Sag. Page of Coins reversed. The Emperor. Okay. Well, the Emperor next to the Magician. You are really good at what you do, Sag. I'm just going to say the job that you want isn't available anytime in the near future. The job that you really want. And the job you really be good at. It's just the job isn't there yet. So I had a really cool thing today happen in the shop on that topic. I had a woman come in, and she wanted to know about offerings to Saint Expedite. And if you don't know, Saint Expedite is the saint you petition to get things moving quickly. She had been looking for a job for a couple of months, had been out of work. She goes, and when I tell you it was down to like, how am I going to put oil and gas in my car? It had gone to that point. She prayed to Saint Expedite, made a petition, and 3 days later, literally, she was just coming from an interview. She got her dream job. You know, fantastic. She goes. So her question to me was, why? Why? I shouldn't question the why. But she said, for 2 months I looked for a job. I make a petition to Saint Expedite, and 3 days later, I've got my dream job interview, and I just was hired. Literally was just hired. She said, I'm so amazed by that. Well, you know, I always say magic works, okay, and intention works. I said, but you know, I hear that all the time. You know, I couldn't find a relationship, and then one day not looking for it, and bam, and here it is, it's perfect. Or the job situation, can't find a job in my field, and then one day, bam, there it is. Why does it happen like that? Well, maybe the person or the job had to be freed up. Maybe things had to move around. You know, maybe you prayed to the right entity that took pity on you. I mean, I am a creationalist. I do believe acknowledge and know the gods and the goddesses and the deity. They're there. They're there. And be kind of pointless if to do any of this if I didn't believe that. If I thought I was alone doing it. I know I feel autonomous. I am responsible for my actions. One of the reasons I love being a witch is that there is no confession for us. We do something wrong, we have to make amends or live with it, whatever we're going to do, but there is no confession. We don't get to confess that and be absolved. We are accountable and we are responsible. We have autonomy in that way. So that was interesting and something to think about, Sagittarius. Maybe Saint Expedite could help you. Google is your friend. Start reading. Capricorn. Capricorn. I love this. Capricorn, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Hangman. We have the Hermit reversed. We have Justice, and we have the Eight of Wands. Well, I'll tell you what, and only a Capricorn would probably find this enjoyable. Seven of Wands, the Hangman, waiting, delayed gratification, waiting for that fulfillment, waiting, again, in school, knowing that when you're done with school, there it is, justice, signing contracts, Eight of Wands reversed, focusing on career, things happening. But when it comes to relationship, Capricorn, it does look like in this respect, the Hermit reversed, Three of Cups. If you haven't had a breakup, seems like you are on your own. Okay? If this is a new job, you are getting it on your own. No one's helping you here, Cappy. Queen of Swords reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Queen of Cups. Well, Ace of Swords reversed is not speaking. Queen of Swords reversed. I'm going to say again, given the nature of this being emotional, maybe you're not speaking to your mother. Maybe you're not speaking to that's a female authority figure. And again, that bully. Here you are, Queen of Cups. I know lots of good moms who are Capricorns. Very responsible moms, I should say. They're responsible mothers. But removing yourself from someone toxic. Again, focusing on career. Not being distracted. You need to make more money. Queen of Coins reversed. Moon reversed. People being revealed. King of Cups reversed. Oh, Capricorn. This really is about being surrounded by weak people. Being surrounded by people who some level of toxicity. Possibly mentally ill. King of Cups reversed. But focusing on career, and honestly, this is the payoff. I'm seeing new job, new opportunities. Justice has you signing contracts. Justice has you, moving forward. The sun shining on this. The career direction is perfect. You've waited, you've sacrificed the Hangman, Christ on the cross, putting other people ahead of yourself. Seven of Wands. This also could be a card of a woman who has been home as a mother, waiting for her kids to be in school so she can go back to work. And going back to work. And then maybe, again, King of Cups reversed. There might be some toxicity at home or in the family, but I'm going back to work. And yeah. Okay. So career work, good. Kids are okay. If there's children involved, they're okay. Move forward with your life, Capricorn. It's your turn. Okay. Sagittarius. No, Sagittarius. What am I saying, Capricorn? It's Aquarius. Sorry, getting tired. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we have the Chariot reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the Lovers, and we have Temperance. Okay. Well, you know, honestly, the short version of this is the Chariot reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, working very hard at a job you don't love that's going nowhere. Okay? And yet, or not able to work. Not, you know, but Queen of Wands reversed is usually a female workaholic. So it could be someone who wants to work but can't work. But yet I'm seeing love, the Lovers, and balance. There's no sense of financial problems. Okay, I say that, and I pull the Three of Swords, the Three of Coins reversed. And the Ace of Coins reversed. I speak so quickly. And the Seven of Coins. So Aquarius, it looks like you're looking, how do I make money? How can I make money? Ace of Coins reversed, Three of Coins reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Strength reversed. Okay, who's been sick, Aquarius? And there's the money, the Knight of Coins. So Aquarius, I'm wondering who's been sick. Looks like you've been sick and out of work, or you've been taking care of possibly a child who's been sick, a young person, and really rethinking how you make money, how you bring money in, and you do. There's the Knight of Coins. It comes back. So I'm going to say if you're out of work, Aquarius, if you're not able to work, it looks like it's time to rethink how you make more money, what you're doing for work. Six of Cups. Six of Cups going home. Going home, Four of Swords. Respite. You may not be ready to go back to work yet. You may still be in a state of recuperation and recovery, and maybe you want to go back too soon. Maybe you financially need to go back, but your body's not ready to go back. And when I say work, I mean, no, actually, it looks like work. This is someone who's busy, who wants to work, and it may not be time yet. Seems like there's still recuperation, staying home. Maybe you tried to go back too soon. That happens a lot when you've been sick. And then you have a relapse. And again, does that mean every Aquarius? No. Maybe you're looking at this, and maybe it's a relative. Maybe it's, maybe you need to, maybe one of your kids has got a sick kid and is home, and maybe you can give a hand. Maybe that's give someone a break. You have people that are taking care of sick relatives, or sometimes just give them a couple of hours off, saying, I'll come once a week, I'll come every Tuesday from 11 to 3 so you can go grocery shopping, or just so you can get out, maybe take a nap. I'll take care of things. All right, Pisces. Seven of Cups. The Page of Swords reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. The World and the Four of Coins. Oh, well, Seven of Cups is always, what do I want? What do I want to do? Seven of Cups. I have all these opportunities, all these choices. What do I want to do? Page of Swords reversed. Not a lot of talking, keeping things quiet. The Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's hard work. A lot of emphasis on work. Sorry, I'm looking at this. I figure this out. This has happened to me. Little weird pop-ups. Okay. The World and the Four of Coins. Well, the world is awesome because that means a whole change, a whole new world. And the Four of Coins is how do I make money? It's interesting. Two of Swords, rock in a hard place. Five of Swords reversed. You need to get some outside help. Tower reversed. You making big changes, big choices. Hierophant reversed. Unconventional thinking. High Priestess reversed. Some of this is hidden right now. King of Coins reversed. Okay, I'm not loving that card. Usually a man who doesn't want to share money, or someone who's being selfish, or someone who's... I have Three of Wands. So education is key here. Eight of Cups reversed. You're not moving, you're not going anywhere. Okay, it could be that financially, you need to do it on your own. Getting outside help and also educating yourself. Three of Wands is key. Keeping it quiet. Working hard. Whole new world. Four Coins. So this is almost like someone who wants to change, really wants things to change, wants a new way of life, the world. Rock in a hard place. And a lot of times, you can't move away from this one for Pisces. Pisces is staying put. There's more learning to do. There's more education. There's more. It's unconventional. There's an opportunity that needs a little bit more research. Needs Tower reversed is chaotic. It's chaotic, and you're allowing it. You're bringing the chaos in. Hang on. Star reversed. That's just great. Okay, Fool reversed. Two of Coins reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Okay, End of Anxiety. The Nine of Swords reversed. And the Two of Wands partnership. So this is one of those times where two heads are better than one. Okay? End of Anxiety, Two of Wands. You can't do this one alone. This requires, Seven of Swords. Ten of Cups, happy at home, moving forward. This is huge, Pisces. So this is moving a financial deal. This is about possibly paying for school. It's like trying to do three things or five things at once. Empress reverse, and you're tired. Five of Coins reverse, money getting better. It's, what? Here's the thing. Pisces, it looks like you're looking at something big. Like it's a whole new life. And it's something you can't just move away from this. A lot of times moving is the answer. In this case, moving is not the answer. More education. You need to talk to outside people. It may be that, let's say, you need to refinance your house. It may be that Happy at home. I don't see it being about leaving the home. It, but getting a money flow and the difficulty of getting a money flow going is there. So again, talking to, I don't see bankruptcy. A lot of times, when it's really overwhelming, you file bankruptcy. It's not what this is about. Someone maybe making a proposal to you that it would be a good idea to get, before you sign any contracts, before you pay any money, have someone else look at this. Okay? Don't just, oh, this is a great opportunity. If someone's pressuring you to sign papers, back off. Okay? If you can't take these papers to a lawyer or to someone you trust to look at them, then it's a bad deal. Okay? But it is big. It does look good. There is an element of partnership, and that's important, that you not do this by yourself. I'm thinking of my daughter Daisy, whose roommate is moving into the, again, childhood friend, played soccer from like the age of 8, sharing, and it gets easier once this person moves into the shared apartment. Things will get easier. But there's been a lot of work getting to this point right now. And balancing work and school has been a challenge for my Pisces daughter, working a lot of hours, trying to make a better life for herself. So that kind of fits that. And she's also getting tutoring, outside help. The same, and I'm telling you this not to share my daughter's life with you, but to show you how these cards would break down to be applied to someone. You would think, well, how does this make sense? Well, here's how it makes sense. Getting tutoring, taking a very difficult math course. It gets easier in partnership. Don't see them moving. Don't see. It's going to be great once, but it's been very difficult to mastermind. Can't even tell you how hard this move has been to this new apartment, and she's done it by herself. She really has, with no help, with very little help, honestly. Working a lot of hours and going to school. So, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a big endeavor, and a lot of hard work, and you're tired, and okay. I hope that makes sense. Hope all of that made sense. I hope I wasn't rambling too much with the empath narcissist conversation. If you have questions, if you have someone you're dealing with that's difficult, you want to bounce it off me, I'm always happy to listen. And otherwise, I hope everyone enjoys the full moon in Aries. Guard your relationships. It might be time to say goodbye if things are not going right. Practice saying those words. I'm not happy. I don't want to be doing this anymore. I am done. It's okay to say you're done when you're done. And it's okay to be the one who says it. It's okay to be the one who pulls the plug when you know you're circling the drain. Okay? And for all you Leos out there who are really dealing with this, Aries who are really, those 2 fire signs, boy, it gets better. It gets better with time. And again, if you need a counselor, if you need some therapy, I have cards. I can help you. I can direct you to people that are safe and sane, not going to try and medicate you out of your misery, but really talk therapy, help you understand what happened, what went wrong. Okay? And again, I just, the readings were rough for that stuff. I have a wonderful Aries that came in who went to see us. Oh, it was just awful. Just medication nightmare. Okay? All right, guys. Take care, everyone. Behave and get some sleep. It's just amping up. Now that Pluto's gone direct, it's amping up. Get sleep, eat healthy, and behave. Good night.